Rolex is stepping up their game, and if this year is any indicator, it looks like more authorized dealers might be closing up shop next year. Recently, Rolex unveiled their 2025 price list, and though it's supposed to be under wraps, we've managed to get a glimpse. Today we're breaking down those numbers, focusing on the overall hikes and zooming in on the hottest models to see how they're affected. We'll also touch on why these price increases might be more of a headache for the dealers than for us watch aficionados. Let's pass through the list, spotlighting a few icons that are facing the brunt of these increases. It's kind of like finding out your go-to burger joint has upped its prices. You're miffed, but you know you'll be back. And by the time we're done, you'll see why these price bumps might actually cause more indigestion for the dealers than for those of us with an appetite for luxury watches. General price increases across models. All right, let's wade into the luxe waters of Rolex's latest announcement. We've snagged a peek at their freshly minted price list and the oh-so-formal cover letter that tags along. Let's unpack it. Hang on while I grab the letter. Here we go. It essentially kicks off with, "We hereby declare the ascent of our prices." Straight to the point, no fluff. Very Rolex. Digging into the nitty-gritty, the price adjustments are pretty nuanced. For the metal aficionados, steel, Rolesium and platinum pieces are nudging up by a modest 1%. White razors are getting a 2% bump, not too shabby. Yellow OS razor and titanium models, they're climbing by 5%. But here's where it gets juicy. The white, yellow and OS gold models are leaping up by 7%. Hold on to your monocles, because the Daytona series is where the real drama unfolds. Platinum Daytonas are seeing a gentlemanly 1% increase, while the steel ones are hopping up by 3%, and yellow razor by 6%. And for the pièce de résistance, the gold Daytonas, whether they're white, yellow or Everos, are skyrocketing by an eye-watering 14%. And those gem set models, they're playing in a league of their own, practically in another stratosphere. So, there you have it. Rolex isn't just tweaking a few numbers, they're shaking up the entire luxury market. For anyone tracking these changes, whether you're saving pennies or splurging on dreams, these adjustments might just reshape your luxury landscape. But fear not. We're here to steer you through these opulent tides. And let's be honest, while the price tags are soaring, the allure of a Rolex is more about the statement you make than the dent in your wallet. It's not just a watch, it's a tale of craftsmanship that you wear on your wrist. Before we proceed, why not join the opulent Oasis crew? Subscribe for our newest and best content. Now, let's get back to what we were discussing, popular models and specific increases. All right, let's strap in and dissect the latest from Rolex. We've got our hands on their Italian price list. Yes, the one steeped in Italy's hearty 22% sales tax. We're betting these upticks are a good preview for the global scene, though each country might stir in a little local flavor. For those in the US looking to do the math, you'll need to strip the Italian numbers down to their skivvies by dividing by 122, then suit them back up with whatever your local sales tax is. Now, let's talk about the heavy hitters, the models that get collectors' hearts racing. Number 1, Rolex Subdate. Starting with the classic Subdate, specifically the black dial 126610LN. If we crunch the numbers for the US market, it dances up to about $12,356 from $12,261. That's a $95 hop, skip, and a jump. It's not earth-shattering, but enough to make anyone watching their wallet do a double take. Number 2, Rolex Pepsi. Next on our tour is the iconic Pepsi, because no Rolex roundup would be complete without it. The 126710BLRO on an oyster bracelet, after conversion, pops up to $12,856 in the US, rising from $12,760. Just like the Subdate, we're looking at a near $100 hike. It's subtle, sure, but these little increments are like silent auction bids. They really add up over time. Number 3, Rolex Daytona. Now, shifting gears to the Daytona, which the cover letter revealed had the biggest markup, a whopping 14% for the gold models. Taking a peek at the standard black bezel, 126,500 with a white dial, the new price tag translates to a hefty $18,491 stateside, vaulting from $18,085. That's a $406 jump, and at this rate, we might need to start a Daytona savings fund. Number 4, Rolex two-tone sub. And we can't overlook the two-tone sub, the 126613LB with that suave blue bezel. The latest adjustments nudge it from $19,348 to an eyebrow-raising $20,856. Once we adjust for the US, that's a spike to about $20,336. This kind of jump could have anyone's wallet wincing, especially considering the recent gold rush that's bumped up prices across the board. So there you have it. Rolex isn't just nudging prices, they're setting off fireworks in the luxury market. Whether you're saving up, splurging, or just window shopping, keeping an eye on these shifts is key for any watch enthusiast. Remember, diving into the world of Rolex isn't just about acquiring a timepiece, it's about investing in a slice of horological history. And while the price tags are indeed climbing, the allure of owning a Rolex, well, that just never gets old. After all, wearing a Rolex isn't just a statement, it's practically an event. Impact on high-end models and the market. Let's take a leisurely dive into the world of Rolex, specifically casting a gaze at the solid gold Submariner. Just for kicks, it's priced at a cool $41,000. But hold on to your hats, because with the latest update, this price has leaped to $45,400. For those keeping score in Germany after juggling the necessary tax conversions, this golden beauty now commands about $44,000. That's a climb of a hefty $3,000. Now, considering solid gold subs are not exactly flying off the shelves at authorized dealers, this might just turn them into permanent showroom fixtures. It's a steep ascent, particularly for a watch that often screams more boardroom bravado than beachside casual. Next on our tour de luxe is the solid gold Daytona, under the spotlight for its jaw-dropping 14% price hike. We're zooming in on model 26508, which we'll imagine decked out in a classic white dial. No diamonds, no fuss. Time for a quick crunch of the numbers. The sticker price starts at $49,200, but after doing the math for the German aficionados, it translates to about $48,000. That's nudging up nearly $6,000 for the privilege of sporting this solid gold time teller. These prices are not just climbing, they're practically scaling the financial equivalent of Mount Everest. This kind of hike might make even the most ardent Rolex enthusiast's wallet quiver in fear. Yes, that notorious 14% increase isn't just a number, it's a full-blown wallet workout, and we're just here to spot you. Wrapping up this luxury watch saga, it's clear that Rolex isn't just tweaking dials, they're tuning the entire market's expectations. As these price tags puff up, they redefine not just the cost, but the very essence of luxury and exclusivity. It turns each Rolex purchase from a mere acquisition into a veritable financial expedition. For collectors and new enthusiasts alike, these shifts aren't just numerical, they mark the rhythm of a brand that continues to operate at the zenith of desirability. So, whether you're in it for the investment, the heritage, or simply the bragging rights, each adjustment in the Rolex price list feels like a new chapter in an epic story, a story that continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts alike. It's more than just a watch, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and a symbol of unparalleled craftsmanship. Wearing a Rolex doesn't just tell time, it tells the world something about who you are and what you value. And yes, even if all it says is, "I cost a small fortune," it says it with the kind of elegance and confidence that only Rolex can deliver. After all, a Rolex isn't just a purchase, it's a legacy you wear on your wrist. And there you have it, the hottest Rolex models on the block right now. What's your take? Drop a line in the comments and let's get a lively chat going. Catch you later. And if you enjoyed our little timepiece tete-a-tete, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and dive into our other videos for more horological hijinks. Keep those gears turning and those comments flowing. See you on the flip side.